Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Did you finally realize your dream of having a family, only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Do you find yourself up late at night wondering why nothing you try as a parent is working? Are you searching for adoption resources and a support team but can't find any? Hi neighbor, welcome to Anchors of Encouragement. I'm Tim Maudlin, husband, adoptive parent, Bible class teacher, and the persistent encourager. I too felt the joy of having a family of my own, and I wished we could be like other adoptive families. I knew we were doing our best, but nothing seemed to work. And I kept asking myself, why is this happening to us? In Anchors of Encouragement, my mission is to throw adoptive parents a lifeline and be your anchor, to offer biblical mindset support and to provide stability when life gets unstable. If you're ready for real and raw talk that leads to peace beyond comprehension, so you not only survive but thrive in life's storms, this podcast is for you. Hope and healing are on the way. Hi neighbor, welcome to another episode of Anchors of Encouragement. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Before I get into today's topic, I would like to share another review left by one of our listeners. Jessa writes, adoption can be hard, so you need Tim to help you navigate the seas. His podcast is a great place to get support, advice, and practical Christian advice on all things adoption. He is a true leader in this space and a must listen to if you're thinking about adoption or need help with being an adoptive parent. Thank you so much, Jessa. I appreciate the encouragement from your review. And as I've said before, these reviews not only encourage me, but they also help this podcast reach a much broader audience. I would like to encourage you, please take a few minutes and leave a review. Thank you so much. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. We all remember this nursery rhyme from our childhoods. Did it make you feel sad that no one could put Humpty Dumpty back together? For me, Humpty Dumpty was just a nursery rhyme. I really didn't give it much thought until I considered the story in a different context. What if Humpty Dumpty was real? Think about it. If Humpty Dumpty was real, his story would be sad, if not tragic. Things that are broken are usually thrown away. People that are broken are, well, you get the picture. Some consider them damaged goods with no perceived value. Sadly, there are people who consider children with adoption trauma as damaged goods with no perceived value, and they consider their parents damaged as well. Before I continue, let's get something out of the way. Be honest. We are all broken. I know I am. Fortunately, unlike Humpty Dumpty, that's not the end of our stories. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it was possible to put someone broken back together and turn that brokenness into something beautiful? Can there actually be beauty in brokenness? I believe there can. I really love the following quote by Emery Allen. You don't need another human being to make your life complete, but let's be honest. Having your wounds kissed by someone who doesn't see them as disasters in your soul, but cracks to put their love into, is the most calming thing in the world. There's an ancient Japanese art that illustrates this concept. It's called kintsugi. It means golden joinery. Artisans take broken pieces of pottery and carefully reassemble them using a lacquer rosin mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. Rather than hiding the cracks, kintsugi accentuates them. It's a beautiful metaphor for life. But how can you and I put this metaphor into action? Let's get to your daily doable and consider a few ideas. Embrace the brokenness in your life. By that I don't mean wallowing in self-pity. Our life stories are sometimes filled with periods of brokenness. There are cracks in our armor, scars we desperately try to hide from others. I want to encourage you to share your story. I've shared some of the stories of the brokenness in my life with you. I've shared them so you won't feel like I did. My wife and I felt like we were the only ones going through our adoption struggles. Like our boys, we felt broken and discarded. Fortunately, we had anchors in our life who were there to fill our cracks with love. And we had the supreme anchor in God, who fills our brokenness with His love. Don't try to hide from those broken pieces. Rather embrace them and accentuate them. Here are 3 ideas of how you can put this into action. Number 1, talk about your brokenness to God. He already knows what it is, so talk to Him about it. Let Him fill your brokenness with His love. Number 2, reflect on your brokenness. Ask yourself, how has my brokenness made me more understanding of others going through a similar situation? And then number 3, talk about your brokenness with others. You might be the one person that can pour love into their cracks. Those cracks, those scars, and those fissures did not break you. They actually made you stronger. There is indeed beauty in brokenness. As we wrap up this episode, there's one final thought I would like to leave you with. This is from an unknown author. Sending love to everyone who's trying their best to heal from things that they don't discuss. I want to encourage you to discuss your brokenness. Share it with others, because you might be the one person that can pour your love into their cracks. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. If this podcast has given you the courage and confidence to face storms in your life, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Tim Maudlin. You can also connect with me in my Facebook group, Anchors of Encouragement. So until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.